I think gamers have a lot of games that maybe are these one-offs, like you said, like Zombies Ate My Neighbors, that really... We're gonna end up having to cut this out because I can't speak.
Well, I can't platform in this moment, so we're even.
What am I trying to say? Okay, so we're back at it. This is our second take of Donkey Kong, picking up where we left off after that horrible Minecraft level. Minecraft? No, Minecart. Minecart level that kind of took us to task a little bit.
By the skin of our teeth, we kind of scraped through that one.
But here we are ready with Millstone Mayhem. You were saying before that this one is one that might cause us some grief, especially because we haven't played this in a couple weeks. Oh my goodness, how do I get up there?
Yeah, I'm really taken aback at just remembering just how punishing that Donkey Kong Country really is at the end of it all. So, hey, we got the letter K at least.
We did.
We're also saying, I love that. I can't remember why I walked into a room, but I can remember that there's a shortcut in Millstone Mayhem. Things that I don't need to remember that are burned into my brain from childhood.
It's amazing the things that you will remember going back to some of these games that you played all this time ago. Oh crap. Oh no. Aha!
Oh, right, for this.
Yes. Oh,
that was slightly Mandark.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It just kind of came out that way. Okay. Oh no!
All right, am I going for it, or am I just
go
pressing
for it?
on? I don't know what to do. Oh,
go
no.
for it! Go for it! Yes.
Ooh. But at least I am Diddy Kong.
I don't even remember that. I must not have spent a lot of time grabbing that.
It might be in Donkey Kong Country 2 where they start to accelerate. I know that was a little easier than I remembered it being, but given the nature of the rest of this game, I'd imagine it will increase in difficulty. Get out of here.
I would think so. I feel like the later worlds are going to be quite difficult.
We're on World 2.
Yeah.
And we already hit our first game over.
Oh.
So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm relieved that at the end of the month we're also getting Crystal Chronicles. We're definitely gonna continue our playthrough of Donkey Kong Country, but we need a solid game to play through, and this is great, but Super Nintendo online offerings have been still pretty slim. I think just Donkey Kong Country, while a terrific game, we're still playing for an online service, as we've discussed in other conversations, so it's a little frustrating.
Yeah, I would agree completely, especially because we're looking at all these other, game development companies and what else? The console makers that have these games as a service kind of happening. And the thing is, Nintendo Online and Super Nintendo Online should be more of a games as a service, right? Like, these games are already made. You could probably pay some development studio to kind of, get done what needs to be done to get them onto the Switch kind of thing, but give people something else to kind of be excited about. And it's unfortunate because just there's so many good games back on the Super Nintendo that deserve a second go around on the Switch, and it would be nice to see them come back. Like Super Mario RPG,
they absolutely
these
Mario
oh my
RPG.
God. But just these big omissions that it's just like, why are you withholding this from us? Because the thing is, let's be honest, I don't ever see them doing anything like a Super Mario RPG HD remaster. I just feel like that would have been done already. If they were smart, they would look at it. We've talked about that before.
I don't see Square spending that kind of manpower on something like that,
No.
and I think if they did, we'll be old men before that ever comes to the light of day. Given it's very meticulous and takes a long time with their remasters.
Yes, you're very right with that. But yeah, it's unfortunate that we don't see a more steady stream of things coming out on Super Nintendo and Nintendo Online and stuff. It would be nice.
I found it to be a major disappointment when we got the Super Nintendo Online added that it was not monthly in the same way that the Nintendo Online was. That was a nice treat and a way to visit games in a kind of time capsule way. And the fact that that dropped off when there's such an extensive Super Nintendo library that's not been tapped into is disappointing.
Well, and if you look at this, if you look at the sales of the Switch and how many people have bought this thing, so many Nintendo fans have been fans for a really long time, right? Like there are a lot of new people, I'm sure, who've never owned a Nintendo console before who did buy a Switch. But you know, there's those of us who've been playing these games for a really long time, and again, these games are worth revisiting and giving us an opportunity to play again. And the thing is, I genuinely
and for
believe...
those of you who have never played the classics, there's so many great ones to play for the first time. Super Metroid, Link to the Past, they do not have all this fanfare without absolutely being deserving of that. And when you play them, you'll see how many modern games are representative of that if you've never played them. Yeah. But there's also so many in the library just as like little packets of history that would be so fun and weird to have from the Super Nintendo library. Like, give us Zombies Ate My Neighbors just because, you know?
But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I think that's going to be a fun one to play through for us. We're also looking forward to Apex. Again, another one I looked on the eShop today. No date, no price. It's a free-to-play one, but no date. So yeah, these things are still kind of left in the air for us. But we know Crystal Chronicles is coming in like what, 2 weeks, something like that.
Just about. They don't have it up on the eShop yet, but they have released trailers that confirm the release date.
Backrolls, this is killing me. Oh my goodness, we have hit another game over. Oh dear. Oh dear. These people who are watching this are gonna think, these people call themselves gamers and video game nerds. How can that be? Well, I say we just go for it again. I'm not gonna be
We didn't say we're talented.
Yeah.
But we're determined.
You know what, there's other games I feel like I'm good at. This one may just not be one of them anymore. This first part of the level is not too bad. That latter half. Like when they drop 3 snakes in that pit at you.
It's just so... You are expected to remember what's coming ahead in very little space and time. This was an era that just was really punishing for platformers.
I have to be honest.
There's not much room on the CRT TVs.
Something that kind of that I never quite realized before, at least with this Donkey Kong game while we're playing it, is it's in a way. Oh my God! I did not just do that again. Okay, go. Sorry about that.
Oh, there's a barrel not too far up ahead.
In a way, given what you were kind of just saying about, the game kind of expects you to remember where things are as you go, because sometimes things just happen so fast. Kind of reminds me of like some of the older Sonic the Hedgehog games, because those games were very much about like in order to get the good ranks and all that kind of stuff, you really had to follow the best path. But everything was so lightning quick that you had to know what was coming up next, and you had to be ready for it, because if you missed a jump by even a millisecond, you missed a whole line, and suddenly your run was much slower.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't really have a score system like some of the Sonic games do, but okay, so right after the first one is thrown, and there's...
But I've got to look up some speed runs of this game, and I'd imagine it's really impressive in terms of platform precision that you have to pull off.
I would think so, yeah.
Just the minecart levels alone, or what we're facing.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't so scared of this one before we started playing it. It really just is this.
You thought we were just gonna have a because we breezed through Super Mario World.
Yes,
and we
did.
thought that this would be much easier.
You know what?
I mean, not much easier, but akin to the same.
You are correct. Oh.
Go.
Do I go right or jump?
Charge ahead. Right. But there's going to be one more. We got to...
Are you serious?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Never mind. Go for it. Get out of there. Get out of there.
We did it. We're just going to save this real quick, because we don't need to do that again and have our viewers watch us muddle through that for a second time. Or however many times that took.
No, I would just put up a technical difficulties, please stand by. I would not make anyone do that twice.
Okay. Don't remember how to deal with this enemy. Do I just jump on the head? Oh, I do, yes.
Yep.
All right, good.
Yeah, and when it's up way top right like that, that's a little risky. Don't play with it that way.
Oh, is that it?
Well, there you go.
Oh, that...
Boink.
Look at all those bananas. Oh, I got my face on a world too. Look at that. Oh, we're heading up to Vine Valley. And it'll give you 1 banana peel. Oh goodness, another game over. Or are we gonna have to go through that first level again? I hope not. We may.
Oh, I think we do.
Wait a second. It doesn't...
We have to go through the boss.
It didn't save, like, us at our new... Oh my god, do we need to go back to a previous world to save? Oh no.
No, because this boss is... You got this boss. Oh.
Oh, apparently I don't. Apparently I don't.
Ah! Didn't know that would fly like that.
Oh. Yay!
I appreciate that even in this first one, there was the nuance of like Donkey Kong is a little bit stronger and Diddy Kong is a little more agile. Like they're still similar, but they do play a little bit differently. And I love that that just exploded in the second one. And I was always so jealous because my sister always got to play Dixie Kong.
Was it linked to... It was linked to Player 1, Player 2, right? I believe.
Exactly, it was. Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest.
She had the spinning propeller hair.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I always preferred Dixie Kong in that one, but I think most people probably did. I think that her ability
Dixie for Smash, for real. I'd be thrilled with that.
You know what? I would agree with you. If Nintendo was going to pull more first-party characters, I would say that Donkey Kong is... I think that K. Rool was a great addition, but yeah, I think Diddy Kong should make her way in. I think she could make a good character. And again,
her
more
victory, her I just want to see that pose with the guitar.
The guitar, yes. Yeah, yes. Agreed.
Be a great celebration of it to release Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Switch the same time as Dixie being released in Smash.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Here's hoping. Remember, there's 5 here.
3, 4, 5. Honestly, I'm waiting.
Yay, we remembered a thing.
I'm waiting for more. Oh, nope, we're good.
Oh no!
Oh, I went too quick. Like, this is World 3. Oh no. This game is kicking our butts.
It is. Okay. Oh, is this the... I did not mean to teabag, I promise. Oh no, I panicked! Because I thought I didn't make it.
That's what I figured happened. I thought that might have been the case. I'm gonna get through this one on one go.
We're gonna act like we made it through in one go.
Alright.
Watch Mac as he is from childhood
Oh!
only memorized the entire level 3-1. That's a big old...
We haven't been here this far yet. Yay!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, and Funky Kong is here. Let's...
FK. Funky Kong.
Yes, so we're gonna take a flight. Thank God.
We're not proud. We will fly back to another world to save for 2 levels, because we need it.
The thing is, when recording these kind of gameplay sessions for, you know, release on the YouTube, it's not really conducive to good etiquette to make people watch how many times you've died. Oh, that was a game over. I just skipped it a little fast.
Hey, but we hit Funky Kong, so
we did, so we can just continue.
Progress.
Yeah, we could just continue on from where we were. See, and this is one of those things that sometimes it really makes you appreciate some of the things that have been added into newer games, these quality of life things, of being able to save wherever you want.
Well, I agree and I don't, because it also like extends the length of the game to have to then be so good at these platform levels that you have to get through them more than once.
You are definitely correct about that. Well, and the thing is,
definitely...
in the old days, if you want to call it that, you know, a generation of NES and Super NES, these games in general, I think, unless you were playing maybe a Final Fantasy, were probably a lot shorter than games that you find today too. So not necessarily all of them, but a lot of them, I think, were probably just in general shorter.
Yeah,
And
just
so,
a matter of the capacity of the hardware.
Yeah,
it's just the limitations of what it was.
It gave replayability to these games, right? Because you had to get good enough where you made it through without dying, as many times as we have been.
Well, and it turned it into truly skill over luck. You were not going to get through this game just on a matter of chance.
Absolutely.
And like you said, it's amazing how well Donkey Kong Country still handles. It still feels really good to play as the Kongs.
Even though sometimes it feels a little awkward with the control stick, overall it is very nice to play.
We got this. We got this.
Oh, now they're spinning.
Just some swarming, circling bees.
Yeah, now they're spinning in circles.
Whoa, no.
Whoa.
I'm going for it. We needed it. Please be a barrel.
Oh,
there
right
it
there.
is. Oh no!
Brutal. They genuinely put these things in places where you are 90% likely to get hit by something. Okay,
Go for it.
don't jump on them. Go down.
Dare you. Ah!
Oh my goodness. Go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This
The
is
bird.
brutal. This is brutal. I can't
The
believe
birds.
I can't believe what they're making us go through here. Holy Dinah.
That was so ridiculous.
So now, folks, in the time that we've been playing this, have any of you recently played this game? And how's it working out for you? Because it's not working out so great for us. It's fun, but oh my goodness. The amount of lives lost. You know what? Here's hoping that Dixie Kong is available after this level. Fingers crossed that we don't have...
We're going and flying somewhere afterward anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm into that.
We are an ecological nightmare with all the flights we are taking, but I don't care.
And that barrel only takes like 2 of us at a time, so you gotta think that's a lot of wasted fuel. Not very green there, Donkey Kong.
Completely inefficient.
Yeah.
Down a little bit. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right.
Stay up, and then we're gonna go down because there's one coming fast. Welcome to this awfulness.
Oh! You can do it. You can do it.
Oops, I thought that was a DK barrel. Oh no, I'm nervous now.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
There's more? Damn it. We're going downhill.
Just
this
one.
is fine.
Just one more thing, you know. Actually, lately, let's
It's
be honest.
Nintendo
It's
Classics. There's
been-
always one more.
It's been no more things recently. Okay, Dixie Kong, where are? Nope.
She's up there.
We're going back to save.
We're not
first.
making it through Temple Tempest.
No, we're going back to save first because that's absolutely not having to happen again.
we gotta save first. We cannot make it through that level again.
No.
This is. I think this
is
is
the one
that
where it
I
chases
might
you?
have been fearing.
I feel
yes, when we were doing some test recording and testing out the first level, I said to Mac, "Oh no, I think we are at this level where the Millstone chases you," and now we're at the level where the Millstone chases you.
This might be the one. Oh yes, there it is.
Oh God.
Keep going. Oh, he came out of the hole.
Yes, run. Keep going. Keep going. Oh no!
See, this is why we saved our game.
Hey, we were doing really well for a blind run of that one.
I would agree with you.
Actually, I'd like to, not a blind run. We were doing that pretty well for our first time through.
Yes.
Trying to strike blind run from my vocabulary because that is not necessarily inclusive language.
Fair enough.
Working on those kind of things, you know, it's a work in progress.
It takes time.
I have to say, we were talking The Last of Us before. I'm really, really impressed with how accessible The Last of Us 2 is. My reservations about the storyline are probably going to prevent me from playing it just because it seems really bleak and exhausting, and I don't think I can manage that during this era.
Maybe another
in the
time,
future, when it's millions of copies were sold, so it'll be cheap. some time down the line.
Oh yeah.
But I'm really, really wonderfully impressed with how accessible the game is. And there's lots of advocates for visually impaired and the colorblind community, visually impaired community, talking about how it's the most accessible game they've ever seen, and talking about how they think Game Awards should have a category for most accessible game to make people step up in that sense.
So
As big Nintendo fans, like we are lucky that we are abled gamers, because a lot of Nintendo games are not necessarily accessible to handicapped gamers.
you're absolutely correct. Should I fall? Yeah, let's fall.
Yeah. You know, they really, when making that, they actually really kept the accessibility features are really extensive. They had a text-to-speech option. They had an option to increase your HUD scale to much larger for the visually impaired.
Mhm.
There's navigation assistance as well. So they tried to make the game extremely accessible to gamers who are disabled of all sorts, and I think that's truly commendable, despite my problems with the... I have my own reservations about The Last of Us Part 2, but that is not due to any work that the Naughty Dog developers are doing. I think they're doing incredible work, and they're making amazing games. I just wish they were making the kind of games that I wanted to play.
Mhm. I think it's very commendable for them to be taking the steps that they are to try and make gaming as inclusive as possible, right? Because yeah, honestly, it's funny if you talk about particle effects and all these things that happen on screen. Think about sometimes when we're playing Smash, and most of the time we don't even play with items on, but when you do, it's just like literally smoke and particle effects like all day, every day, and that's kind of all you can see. And I could see that being difficult for someone with some visual impair, like someone who is visually impaired in certain capacities, to be able to follow. Right? So yeah, I think it's a good idea to have some of these games that are more accessible, and they make it easier for people to play them.
I think there's a lot of really interesting conversations happening around games accessibility right now too. There, in the game Grounded, I don't know if you watched the Xbox game trailer like I did.
No.
So Grounded is this game where you are teeny tiny and you're in, it's like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids. It's like teeny tiny and you're in a lawn and you're fighting giant bugs.
Okay.
And with that, they have developed an arachnophobia feature. So there are giant menacing spiders, and if you are terrified of spiders, you can turn them into little cute balls with less eyes and less legs, and that would mean that a person who would be otherwise interested in this game but is terrified of spiders could actually play that game.
How about that? What an interesting thing to think about.
I think that's super interesting. I think that's really interesting I think that could potentially open up a conversation further as to when people talk about like, oh, gamers just need to get good and they need to be able to play games like Donkey Kong Country successfully. It's like, why can't we introduce accessibility features that not everyone has to use so that everyone can enjoy them?
You know what? I would agree with that. Actually, one instance in which Nintendo kind of did that, I think, is if you look at Mario Kart, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they introduced a couple of things that were, they could be moderately helpful in the grand scheme of things. I don't think they're as big of a deal as some of these other things that we've been talking about. But having the auto go feature and having the,
Yes.
I'm going to help keep you on the lane feature. Because let's be honest, some of the track design in Mario Kart 8 is probably some of the most difficult that we've seen in the series. And so for people who don't play a lot of games or whatever, let's switch to you. It does make it a little bit more accessible and doesn't make the game feel so daunting. How do we... That's bananas. How do you get past that?
Yes!
Go, please go. Oh my goodness, as if that was the end. Okay, so we played this for like an hour and a half today, I think, and we did not get nearly as far as I thought we were going to. Being 100%.
We get through another world, but yeah, we're gonna have to. I think this is a good place to call it.
Yeah, I would agree. I would think this is something to pick up for another day.
Well, hopefully next time we'll put a little less time between the sessions so that it's a little less rusty for us.
A little bit more fresh in our minds. For the Nintendo nerds, I'm Mac Fraser.
I'm Backrolls. This has been.
Oh my god, this is last time it worked out so much better. It just kind of happened.
We just also like naturally closed out the video. We did not do a outro.
Oh, we did actually. Okay, well in any case, thanks for watching everybody. We'll see you soon.
Oh, that's funny.